What's up, music lovers? Thanks for clicking on my channel. So Haken are prog metal titans and one of my favorite bands of all time. I figured now would be as good of a time as any to talk about their 20 best songs, at least in my opinion. But before we get into it, if you like hard rock, heavy metal, progressive rock, music in general, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all of that YouTube stuff. And with all that out of the way, let's get into it and start talking about some Haken. Coming in at number 20 is In Memoriam from the Mountain. Different mountain. That piano intro sets up the chorus so well without giving away the main hook. The bass is absolutely insane and there's a lot of experimentation with the guitar tones, even by Haken standards on this track. The song also has a great chorus. Coming in at number 19 is Sun from Aquarius. One of their songs that you can tell was heavily inspired by Dream Theater, but even on their first album you can also tell that Haken is forming a new and unique sound. I love the bass in the intro, and Ross Jennings' vocal performance on this track, as well as the production around his voice, has a special emotional quality that I don't think they've ever really replicated since then. Coming in at number 18 is Insomnia from Visions. As someone who's suffered from insomnia a lot over the years, just the fact that they're writing about this is enough to get it into the top 20 for me. If you listen carefully, you can hear a tuba mimicking the guitars in the second verse, and I absolutely love the Super Mario coin sound effects right before the solo, and they go into that insane riff, and a great solo section as well. Coming in at number 17 is Prosthetic from Virus. Haken does their take on thrash metal. I love it. It's always amazing whenever you have musicians of this caliber deciding to kind of pull back a bit and saying that we're going to focus our progressive tendencies not on building a soundscape or on a long song, but we'll have something that's a bit simpler and we'll just focus on our technicality and how insane we can get these riffs to be. That's always really cool, and I feel like that kind of describes this song in a nutshell. Coming in at number 16 is The Alphabet of Me from Fauna. And now we have a song that's basically the complete opposite of Prosthetic. Fauna is an interesting album because it's Haken reinventing themselves, but once you get used to the new style, it's a really fantastic album from start to finish. At times, this song feels like Haken doing their version of a pop song, and it has such an incredible melody in the verse and a really good chorus, so that when those big, heavy, down-tuned guitars come in, it kind of catches you off guard, and they somehow blend those two genres together really well. And plus, there's saxophone in this song, so I always like hearing that. Coming in at number 15 is Somebody from the Mountain. This song is the perfect way to close out a perfect album. And as much as I love technicality, whenever Haken decides to just sort of sit on something that's comparatively simple and just explore a mood and a vibe and just kind of create a soundscape, they always do that incredibly well also. This song manages to be epic while also still being mellow throughout its entire runtime. Coming in at number 14 is Pareidolia from the Mountain. Another song from Haken that is just metal as hell. I love the focus the main riff has on the Phrygian major scale, as well as the semitone bends and the fact that it sounds like they're including some Middle Eastern instruments in this song. I could be wrong about some of those things, don't crucify me. All of them combine to add an extra level of mysteriousness to the track, and the song is also really heavy. That drum beat in the second verse is absolutely fantastic. Coming in at number 13 is Deathless from Visions. I love this song so much, and in a lot of ways it's kind of like a sadder version of Somebody. It's mellow but still epic at the same time. Ross Jennings' voice is so beautiful on this track. I love the backing vocals in the second verse, the chord progression, the key change going into the chorus. It's all incredible. Deathless from Visions is just grade A songwriting from beginning to end. Coming in at number 12 is The Mind's Eye, also from Visions. A Haken song that's only 4 minutes long. Wow. That's a rarity. I love how Richard Henshaw and Charlie Griffiths incorporate natural harmonics into the verse and how the piano lines up perfectly with them. And once again, this song just has an absolutely perfect chorus. I think that Ross Jennings deserves a lot of credit for being able to take really complicated music and somehow write singable melodies around it. Coming at number 11 is Earthrise from Affinity. The first appearance from a song from what might be my favorite Haken album. The bombast on the chorus is great, and the song feels incredibly digital while also being very emotional at the same time. And there are also some insane guitar lines for the bridge of this song, but the way that the band orchestrates it, they're kind of in the background, and I think that that goes to show how focused on the actual song that the band is. They don't care about playing stuff to show off or about having someone's ego get in the way of what's best for the song. If there's something that's insanely technical but it just needs to be in the background of the song, they'll do it. Okay, and coming in at number 10 is Crystallized from Restoration. This song is a true prog metal masterpiece. Songs like this are what you show to people who are just trying to get into progressive metal and want to understand why it's so great. The first verse has a vague Renaissance-esque quality to it, kind of like Haken doing their version of Gentle Giant, but the song also has enough traditional metal motifs and ideas in it to have it still be palatable, even though it's going to some pretty far out there places. The way that Haken develops those motifs as the song goes on gives you something to latch onto, so you feel like you're still always anchored. And I feel like this song really does an amazing job of mixing everything that worked with the classic era of progressive rock with everything amazing that's going on in the modern genre. Coming in at number 9 is Atlas Stone from the Mountain. Probably the first Haken song I ever heard, and I can't believe it's only number 9 on the list, but that just goes to show how incredible of a band Haken is. You have that incredible 11/8 piano intro, and when the guitars come in, the synths are just soaring over their super heavy riff that always kind of remind me a little bit of YYZ. The drums throughout the entire song, but especially on the second verse, are absolutely incredible. And during the climax of this song, Ross Jennings is just snarling like a madman. And the lyrics are also pretty poignant too. The idea of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, I think, is something that a lot of people can relate to. This song really is just indescribable. I can't believe it's only number 9, but hey, what are you gonna do? Haken is just an unbelievable band, and it was really difficult kind of like splitting hairs with this. It's like, wow, this is an 11 out of 10 song. This is a 12 out of 10 song. I don't know, one of them has to be number 1. Coming at number 8 is Initiate from Affinity. Another amazing album opener. On the surface, the song is less impressive than Atlas Stone, but what it sacrifices for Flash, I think it makes up for in just having such a unique combination of sounds. It sounds very digital, but it also sounds very emotional at the same time. The whole album Affinity kind of has this tone too, where it's like they're mixing old and new in something that sounds completely unique to them. The way that the main rhythmic motif comes back around for the chorus, and again Ross Jennings is just soaring over them with his melody, and that bridge, that's what gets it so high up on the list for me. Okay, coming in at number 7 is Shapeshifter from Visions. This is another one of Haken's heavier songs, and the band just grooves so incredibly well during the verse, and Ross is just spitting out these vocals with a bit more bite than he usually does, which makes the song stand out for me. You also have another classic Hakenism with this song, where the guitars trick your ears by playing up on the higher notes and the higher strings for most of the song, and then when they go back into the lower strings, it really catches you off guard in an absolutely amazing way. Okay, and coming at number 6 is Premonition and Nocturnal Conspiracy from Visions. Another perfect start to the album, and the song, even though it's a long one, feels seamless because every single part is kind of working with the next, setting up the next motif. Nocturnal Conspiracy in particular has this confidence about it where it feels like it's always building up to something bigger, and it's just always taking you along for the ride. It never bores the listener, and that's not something that a lot of bands can do, to just have that sort of it factor, but Haken does, and this song is a good example of that. Okay, and coming at number 5 is 1985 from Affinity. Oh yeah, we're getting into the best of the best with these last couple of songs. 1985 manages to capture the sounds of early 1980s prog, bands like Asia, albums like Power Windows or Signals, but because it's Haken, the technicality is ratcheted up to 11. You have a catchy chorus, a great verse, keyboards that complement what the guitars are doing so well, but the reason that this song is so high up for me is for one moment in particular. 5 minutes and 46 seconds into the song is one of my favorite musical moments of all time. You get this absolutely incredible keyboard and guitar instrumental section where they're playing off of each other, and I mean, it just reminds me of why I love music so much. Okay, and coming at number 4 is The Architect, also from Affinity. A 15-minute long epic about a self-aware supercomputer. Hell yeah. This song has everything that makes Haken's other epics incredible, but with an added bonus of just having a more menacing subject matter and heavier riffs. In some ways, this song kind of seems to me like Haken's version of In the Presence of Enemies by Dream Theater. It has that same amazing cinematic quality where you really do feel as though you're watching a movie in your head when you listen to it. That chorus, the line, "Spare me your obsolete empathy," is just such a killer lyric. And at around 11 minutes in, you get this absolutely incredible harsh vocal section before it goes into that amazing chorus again and an absolutely perfect outro. The Architect is just mind-blowingly good. Coming in at number 3 is Cockroach King from The Mountain. For a lot of us, this was probably the song that put Haken on the map and just showed how unique they were. Haken is able to take counterpoint chorale vocals and blend them with a jazziness and just prog metal in ways that you're like, wow, I never thought these genres could fit together, but somehow they do. In addition to the wonderful music for the song, it also has a wonderful story talking about someone being seduced by a Jordan Belfort or Gordon Gekko type character, only to find out that they get nothing in return. I love the line, "The Great Gatsby whispered in my ear, the road from rags to riches leads nowhere." Coming in at number 2 is The Endless Knot from Affinity. This song, my god, this song, you guys. So fucking good. The keyboard guitar intro is absolutely insane, and the performances on this song just have an energy to them that I don't think has been matched by any other Haken song. The lyrics dealing with a robot trying to rewrite its own history seems like something that's straight out of a Joe Abercrombie novel. I love when we're getting a song from the villain's point of view, even if that person doesn't understand that they are a villain. The guitar solo might just be Haken's best guitar solo ever, and once again the chorus will get stuck in your head despite all the craziness that's going on around it. The Endless Knot is just an absolute masterpiece of a song. Okay, and coming in at number 1 as the best Haken song, according to me, is Falling Back to Earth from The Mountain. Once again, this is one of Haken's more metal songs, and it also has everything that makes a great Haken song in it. Insane riffs, creative storytelling, imaginative drum beats, tons of backing vocals, an amazing chorus that will get stuck in your head, and really good orchestration so that you never feel like you're lost. Falling Back to Earth has all of that. And as much as I love the music and the riffs, I think what gets this song to number 1 for me is the lyrics dealing with driving ambition and the fact that you're always going to fall down, but you get back up and keep going for it. Every time I've been at a big crossroads in my adult life, this song has been there. And another one of my favorite musical moments of all time is in this song. It's at 4 minutes and 40 seconds in when this insane riff comes in and the lyrics are just shouting out like, "When my name becomes tomorrow's news." Great stuff. The song also has a seamless transition from a jazzy fill into a super heavy riff, and it just catches you off guard, punches you in the face in a good way where you're like, yeah, this is badass. So for those reasons, that's why Falling Back to Earth is my number 1 Haken song. So those are the top 20 best Haken songs according to me, but enough about what I think. What are your favorite Haken songs? Let me know in the comments below. And what are some of your favorite modern progressive metal bands? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm always super excited to hear about a new band that I haven't discovered yet. And if you enjoyed this video, there's probably another recommendation popping up here somewhere. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you at the next video.